80 years ago, on September 2nd, 1945, World War II officially ended when the Japanese Instrument of Surrender formalized the surrender of Japan, marking the end of hostilities. The document was signed by delegates from Japan and the Allied powers, including the United States, China, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, Australia, Canada, France, the Netherlands, and New Zealand. The ceremony occurred aboard the USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay. The occasion is sometimes referred to as Victory over Japan Day, though that title more commonly applies to August 15th, when Emperor Hirohito announced Japan's acceptance of the Potsdam Declaration through his Imperial Rescript of Surrender broadcast at noon, Japan Standard Time. And on the same day, just hours after Japan's surrender, Vietnamese Communist Ho Chi Minh declared the independence of Vietnam from France. Echoing the United States Declaration of Independence, the proclamation declared, "All men are created equal. The Creator has endowed us with inviolable rights, life, liberty, and happiness." The words were met with thunderous applause from the massive crowd assembled in Hanoi's Baden Square. Yet it would take another 30 years before Ho Chi Minh's vision of a unified communist Vietnam was realized. For those who are from Vietnam, I want to wish all of you a happy 80th anniversary of your Independence Day. And on September 2nd, 1998, Swissair Flight 111, a McDonnell Douglas MD-11 nicknamed Vowed, from John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City, United States, to Corinthon Airport in Geneva, Switzerland, crashed into the Atlantic Ocean southwest of Halifax Stanfield International Airport at the entrance to St. Margaret's Bay, Nova Scotia, Canada. All 229 passengers and crew members on board the plane were killed, making the crash the deadliest accident in the history of Swissair and the deadliest accident involving the McDonnell Douglas MD-11. It is also the second deadliest aviation accident to occur in Canada, behind Arrow Air Flight 1285R. Canada's search and rescue efforts, crash recovery, and subsequent investigation lasted over 4 years and cost 57 million Canadian dollars. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada determined that the use of flammable materials in the aircraft's construction enabled the fire to spread beyond the crew's control, ultimately causing the crash. The inquiry led to numerous recommendations, many of which were later adopted into updated United States Federal Aviation Administration standards. In command was Captain Urs Zimmermann, 49, who had 10,800 hours of flying time and 900 hours on the MD-11. He also served as an instructor pilot on the MD-11. Before joining Swissair, he flew as a fighter pilot in the Swiss Air Force from 1966 to 1970. Colleagues remember Zimmermann as personable and highly skilled, known for his accuracy and precision. Tragically, he was set to celebrate his 50th birthday the day after the accident. And the co-pilot was Stefan Löw, 36, who had 4,800 hours of flying time and 230 on the MD-11. He worked as an instructor on both the McDonnell Douglas MD-80 and the Airbus A320. Between 1982 and 1990, Löw also served as a pilot in the Swiss Air Force. The cabin crew comprised a purser and 11 flight attendants. All crew members aboard Flight 111 were properly qualified, certified, and trained in compliance with Swiss regulations and the standards of the Joint Aviation Authorities. There were a total of 215 passengers and 14 crew members. Among the well-known passengers on board were epidemiologist Jonathan Mann and his wife Mary Lou Clements Mann, both 51, who were both prominent researchers of HIV/AIDS. And also Joseph LaMotta, son of boxing legend Jake LaMotta, also died. The LaMotta family later sued Swissair for his death. Those who are Swiss and Canadian, let us never forget this tragic accident. Well, that's all I have for you this morning. If you like what you hear, leave a comment down below and subscribe. This is Stephen Luke, and I'll see you next time for another history update.